Welcome to part 5 of the Kansas-Baylor game from a few weeks ago. We're going to get right into this without much setup. You can see here at the bottom of the screen, this Kansas got off to an amazing start against Baylor and was just really putting them on it. In the play before this in part 4, Kansas missed a dunk, actually, kind of a alley-oop dunk to McCormick. And so we'll just get right into it. So it should be actually 31. They got a whole in part 4. Actually, there was a whole bunch of open threes that they missed, but that's that's basketball. You're not going to make every single shot. But Braun got open threes. Number 1 got open threes. So they're getting what they want, and they're doing a great job with it. And so they have a lot going on here. So again, we'll get some things going here. Okay, so Baylor gets the ball, brings it up on the outlet. They did a great job. It's the small things, right? They get this, they outlet it fast. They're running hard. They do keep it in the outside channel. I know a number of people and teams and programs that do that, but I also see Michigan State, Duke, and Kansas and Gonzaga, these kind of higher-end teams that they always change the ball. Not that Baylor's not a higher-end team, but the floor always gets changed. So we've got to they're getting in each other's way here. But he gets, Baylor just had a rough day, right? So one, this kid's really fast. So he's bringing it up, and he's in 4th gear, 3rd gear, 5th gear, right? So this is how I kind of look at it. He's in 4th gear. He's not going as hard as he can, which is fine, right? He slows down here to play in 2nd or 3rd gear, and then he explodes by him in 5th gear and rejects the screen that's headed his way. But look at this is what I really like, changing the floor. So keep this in mind in my group if you're watching it, right? The reason I like the floor changed is because if you keep it on one side of the channel, then you run back to the help, right? But 10 is not running back to the help, right? Harris is not running back to the help. Number 1 is not running back to the help. Like, they are all outside here instead of funneling into the paint here because the ball's way over here. So the first rule in transition, I think, defensively, is to keep the ball to a sideline, not let the ball change floors. The second rule is going to be, and then determine where your pickup point is. Would you pick the ball? Are you good enough in terms of picking the ball up full court to funnel the ball to a side, or are you? Is your pickup point back, right? Their pickup point can be anywhere because Abaji's just that good. The second rule in transition defense, I feel, is to flood the paint. Right, to run to the paint, funnel in, fan out is what we used to say. Funnel in to the paint and then fan out to your man on the weak side of the floor. So here they are. He plays in 5th gear, but look, the only guy that can get there is McCormick. So good on McCormick, because otherwise, look at McCormick's here. He's playing this, but he sprints there, right? That's good, but look at everybody else. Outside the paint, we think that whoever gets the ball in the paint the most via dribble or post feed is going to win the game. And right here, McCormick is the one, right? So luckily, but it's just a bad day for Baylor. So they don't get the, they don't get the, they're not making open shots other than 24, hit a couple threes. This kid here. And right now they are not finishing layups around the rim. So you're not making threes, you're not making layups. So here goes Abaji, and, one pass, fairly open 3, right? So they've got some good shots. They're definitely trying to play up speed. They've missed 3 open threes. I'd call that somewhat open, right? And they're just not making it, right? Missed layups at one end or good shots on the other end is what we used to say, right? So, they got a good 3 there. So now we're definitely playing up speed, right? So here, same idea. Outlet, ball doesn't change, so we can flood the paint. Now, do we? Not really. Foot in the paint. Not really, right? And the ball's going there. And luckily 10 does meet him outside the paint, and so does McCormick. Now they change it. Now, if you're going to get back in this game, man, you've got to be able to make that. You've got to make these shots. But good on this kid to not get the charge by not forcing it. I'd say bad on Kansas in terms of good on Kansas there. 10, it'd be nice if it were one more step, right? And that's just being really particular. But Harris has to guard 2. So it's 1-on-2 on the weak side because of the help, right? That's McCormick's man. 10 had to help. Harris now has to guard 2, and they're both really good 3s. 1 pound, 2 pound, kick, right? But look at Harris. Harris is like, somebody's got to guard him. right? Ball scores right there. They get the offensive rebound. They get to the line. They're going to be as bad as it has been. They are actually in a position to kind of they could get back into this game, right? That's not that. They're down 15 in the first with 6 to go, right? But it's not that bad. So it's a 1-2-2. Really to probably eat the clock a little bit more, right? They're just matching up. They're not trapping or pressing or doing anything off that, right? So here we have they're two really good players, two leading scorers with a guy at the nail and the big low, right? So nail, like it looks like Braun's about to look. So both of their players go low and interchange, and then Harris pops out and gets the ball. Back cut, ball screen, and replace, right? So not the shot they want, I don't think. That probably is. So I like this play. Let's look at it. So they're going to bring their players interchange, their star players. They pop out. There's a back screen to a ball screen. And then look, so it's not really a back screen. I like this play, right? So it's a back screen here, but watch, he's just going to settle in at the elbow. Watch, he settles in at the elbow because they don't want to bring him low. They are counting on that. They're counting on this guy taking Lightfoot on the roll, and it's a roll replace, right? So Braun was open, and then there's the kick, right? So they're just, like that's Braun's a 45% three, right? And so they found the right guy. They got the right shot. And it all got set up here. It all got set up with this play. And I really like this stuff. But watch this guy. Ball screen, elbow. It's a roll, replace. Downhill. 23's got to play protect on it and level the dribble off. But the guy playing Braun gets sucked in to Lightfoot and doesn't get back, right? That's basketball. He had to take the roll. Right? So they're hitting threes. Now it's a 17-point game or whatever it is, right? So now look at how far out they get pushed. Look at how great Harris can defend the ball out here and be disruptive. 2 men removed. Not many people can do that. They get their first pass in. But look, now it's body to body. Everything's challenged. Everything's pressed. They're going to go over they're fighting over screens. Lightfoot's protecting, but gets crossed over there. And they're just balling. Like this is as good, right? But he gets to the screen. Look, they fight over. Lightfoot levels him off, but he crosses over and splits it. And then it's good to have a 7-footer or however big Lightfoot is, 6'9", 6'10". And now we're off and running 4-on-4. Change, 3, they don't hit that, no. Right, so that's how they want to play. Abaji's a pro. And they got the ball in his hands. It's a contested 3, and you take that when you're up 17 or whatever they're up. Almost 17, right? So again, they pick up the ball full in the half court with pressure. Everybody's getting after it. Every pass is tough. They are out here on the logo trying to play. They're setting ball screens. He's forcing them into the ball screen. Lightfoot is playing it loose. Look, they're trying to go under this ball screen with a roll. Now, he's rolling. Either Lightfoot is connecting with it and this guy's stunting over. Lightfoot stays connected. To the paint. Difficult shot. Really difficult shot. I mean, they are just really locking up. And now Abaji gets the rebound and they are one past the half court. And they're just launching threes. Like they are just trying to kill it right now. They are just trying to kill it. So another fast break here. Look at them. Oh, geez. All right, so 3 transition threes in a row. When you're up this much, right, it's okay. They're 0 for 3 on the last 3 possessions, but they're running. But look, any big watching this, the kids that work out with me, hopefully you're watching this. But look, that's running the floor. This guy's like, that's not even a small. This is probably one of these 2 guys is the guy guarding Lightfoot. But because they have these other wings running so hard that, look, they're talking and the ball's got to be stopped. A big's got to run. That's how a big runs. That's how elite bigs run. And look, doesn't catch it, doesn't pound it, just controls it because he didn't catch it clean here. But he's a rim runner. Doesn't catch it clean, then kicks it out. and you've got to let your great players shoot, right? So three possessions, and they just get it, right? And they're going to get an N1 there, right? They are just out-toughing, out-battling Baylor for everything. They didn't get this. Look, offensive rebound poked out. Babaji and Harris get the ball. We do a step through, and then we're just fighting right here. Just a great, like they're just all over them. Like that's demoralizing more than the open three, right? That they got the 50-50 ball that they, were able to then look. They're just laughing, saying this is just getting ridiculous, right? So, listen, this is part 5. We'll move on to the next. We'll move on to a different game. I enjoy watching Kansas play. Again, we were at this game actually with Baylor and had a really good time. But please subscribe to the channel, like it, comment, share it. It's all appreciated. And we'll move on to another game from here. Thank you.